Hey everyone! So those who don't know me, my name is Sarah, and the reason I'm making this video is because I started the keto diet back in January of this year, and I had literally over 100 people message me about it the past couple weeks, asking what it is, how to start, just information on it, and it's really hard to keep up with being a single mom and working full time. I want to say thank you. If you've messaged me, I just want you to know that's like a huge compliment. It makes me feel so good that other people are noticing the difference and the changes in my lifestyle. So I want to start with the fact that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. I think I have like an early childhood nutrition class, and that is it. I don't have education on this. Everything I'm about to share is just based on what I've experienced and what I've researched and what I've watched. YouTube is an amazing place. If you look up different doctors, different keto groups like Keto Connect, Keto Savage, they're really cool. Also getting like connected on Facebook or any groups, just be careful because you know how some of those groups get. I think it really helps a ton. But the main question I get is, what is keto? What's a ketogenic diet? That is such a vague, huge question that I could answer all day. So I'm just going to start with a super summarized version to help you understand. For me, it means having high fat, moderate protein, and super low carbs. I try to stay under 22 net carbs a day. Of course, every once in a while I'll go over because I ate a little too much fruit or splurged a bit, but staying under that. And the reason why is because when you do this, your body, like as a normal diet in our society, our body is running off of carbs. So off bread, pasta, any carbs really, sugar's huge. So when you do the keto diet, you're switching your body from running on carbs to running on fats. And I don't mean like fried chicken fat. I mean like fats from meat, fats from cheese, avocados, healthy fats. Real butter, like grass-fed cow's butter. I think it's called Kerrygold. But anywho, so you're just switching over, and it creates ketones in your blood. Those who are diabetic or pre-diabetic probably know a lot about this. It just makes you feel really good. Your whole body just changes how it runs. Besides the weight loss, this has created a ton of energy for me. I love coffee, and I'm one of those people that would drink a ton of coffee a day. And sometimes I still do because I love coffee, but I don't need it. I'm not reliant on it anymore, which is super cool. It's so nice to get home and not be exhausted after a day of work where I'm sitting at a desk. Which I also, like, before I started this diet, I kind of got in those slumps. So it's super nice to have all this extra energy. And it's probably something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That comes to another topic. A lot of people think this is just like a big fad diet, because there's a ton of diet fads that go in and out, in and out. I wouldn't so much say this is a diet that you can just do to lose weight and then eat however you want again. This is a diet, it's more like a way of eating, people say. It's something you do for the rest of your life. And even if you do incorporate more carbs or more complex carbs, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. You just don't go overboard and go back to eating a ton of bread and a ton of pasta and fueling yourself off of carbs instead of veggies and fats and good stuff for you. Another big thing about this diet is I always hear, oh, what can I not have? And that is hard to gauge at first, what you can and can't have, but that's why it's so good to be in a group, or to have other people that are doing it to help you understand. That Facebook group that I'm in, I found one I really like. I tried a couple out, and I found one I really like, and if I'm not sure about something, I ask them, because truth is, how many other people have asked that question and have the answer right there and have resources for me to look at and watch and read? So that is super great. It's awesome. Where is I going with that? Oh, yeah. Try to look at like a glycemic index of foods. So if it has a high GI, like a lot of fruits have really high glycemic indexes, breads, any foods that have a lot of sugar in it, you want to avoid. The only thing that doesn't really apply to that is like beans. On the keto diet, you try to avoid beans and starchy vegetables, which I think have like moderate GIs. I can't exactly remember, but those are things to look out for. And sugar, because sugar is in everything, because we love sugar, and it's taken a while to adjust, but I'm used to knowing what has sugar in it and what doesn't, and what to order that doesn't have a ton of added sugar. So I'm getting used to it and figuring out what has naturally high sugars, like tomatoes. I try not to go overboard on tomatoes because they have naturally high sugar, but I just had a salad with some, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to feel any different from it because I didn't go overboard. The next thing is, don't buy any products unless it's food or a book or some kind of just information about it. Don't buy it. There's keto, whatever you want to call it, creamers that add ketones to your blood, and all you're doing is adding stuff to your blood. Your body's not creating it, so you're not going through the process. So it's just kind of like fooling yourself into thinking you're eating healthy when you're not. So don't buy any products. Don't worry about that. I see a lot of people get wrapped up in that and pay $40-$50 for a handful of things you add to your drinks and add ketones to your blood. It's not going to work. So if you see any videos or articles trying to sell you something, don't listen to it. It's just another scam, basically. Do your research. Learn everything you can about it and start slow. When I started, I was just cutting out like pasta and bread at first, and then I started cutting out like bananas and pineapple and stuff with high GIs that I still enjoyed. I just slowly kind of cut them off, and then I realized, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. As I learned more about the keto diet, I realized, oh, I need to add fats. So I started adding in more fats, and I felt great. I felt full. So if you're going to start, that's where I would start, is doing your research and start just cutting complex carbs. Not complex carbs. I guess there are simple carbs that are bad for you too. Sorry, that was a little confusing. But yeah, cut out like the big carbs in your life, the carbs that you can't live without, which is really tough. I think that's the hardest part, and just adjusting to that. A lot of people say they get the keto flu, which is your body just kind of reacting to the switching over, the transition. You just feel like, some people get headaches, you just feel kind of gross. I didn't experience it until I had a big cheat, like a month into this diet. The first time around I didn't have it, but that time I did. And what I've always heard is to drink like Powerade Zero or Mio with electrolytes. You just want to add electrolytes. Some people say drink pickle juice, but I'm not a pickle fan, so I've avoided that. So yeah, those are the biggest things for if you want to start out and you're just beginning and you don't know where to start. Feel free to keep sending me questions and messaging me, direct messaging me about it. Because I love talking to you guys, but sometimes I just can't keep up with them. So if it takes me a little while to respond, know that I do want to talk to you. I probably just have my 1-year-old hanging off my leg and I'm trying to do dishes or work or something crazy, and I don't get to until like 1 a.m. So don't be offended. Please message me if you have any questions. And I'm going to go ahead and keep making videos. I'm going to make videos of recipes, ideas, tips, and stuff I learn along, because I've only been doing this for a couple months, and I'm learning a ton too. So I hope this helped, and please comment anything. If it didn't, like, if I mixed something up or confused you, comment here, and I'll probably do a video with a bunch of other questions next. So thanks for listening.